What could you create if you had 30 minutes to plan and 4 hours to build? Today, we challenge 3 groups of developers to build their own hotlines using Twilio.
Why don't you also look at Squirtle as well?
He's holding the call.
Are you alive? Hello, hello, Jack.
Something broke.
Great to be back. I'm the smug guy from episode 1, season 1. I've already done that stretch goal. I already have a UI.
You already have a UI?
Welcome to the Web Dev Challenge. Today, your challenge is to build a hotline that's funny, it's interesting, it's entertaining, it's useful, really whatever you want. And to do that, you're going to be building with Twilio, specifically with Twilio's ConversationRelay. And to talk a little bit more about what that is and how it works, I'm going to bring up today's advisor, Alex.
I'm Alex Goldman. I'm a developer educator at Twilio, which means I have the amazing job of creating content to help people learn how to use Twilio in all of our products. Twilio is a customer engagement platform that lets you intelligently connect with your customers across channels. So RCS, SMS, voice, video, WhatsApp, lots of ways to connect. And today that typically means AI. Now, if you wanted to build a voice AI application in the past, you kind of had to duct tape a bunch of stuff together. So let's whiteboard this out here. We've got our phone here. Let's see if I can draw a phone. So if you wanted to build an application that would connect to voice AI or some sort of AI agent, you'd have to connect your phone number to some sort of speech to text, and then you'd have to go from there and send that out to your LLM, which might have tools or data that's going into it, things like that. And then you'd have to come back from here and do a text to speech. So that's something like 11 labs or something like that, and then send that back to the phone. At Twilio, we listen to our customers and we packaged this stuff together. So you can connect your phone directly to our product ConversationRelay. And that handles the speech to text and text to speech pipelines using amazing providers like Deepgram and 11 Labs to handle all that. So you guys will be using that today in your build, and we're excited to see what you create.
You are going to have 30 minutes to work with your partner, come up with your plan. Then you're going to have 4 hours to build your apps. Your 30 minutes to plan starts right now. Here we go, everybody.
So I think the first step is we probably just want to get to work. So make it work, make it better, make it fast. Is it?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know, another thing we could do is at the end of the thing, you could say, hey, if you want to know more, go to this site, type in this code, and you can continue the conversation.
You call a number.
Yeah.
You tell it your cuisine preferences, your budget, your location,
Yeah.
how much you want to walk.
Yeah.
When I call and I start the conversation, we have a conversation saved in the database.
Yeah. Yeah.
So integrate some sort of SQLite with a conversation ID in the database. So then, when we integrate the message stuff, we match that conversation ID.
Yeah.
My name is Pedro.
I'm B. Dougie. We're Team Rocket. So we're gonna build using the ConversationRelay. We're gonna do a Pokédex hotline. So we need call and ask about Pokemon. A stretch goal would be take a picture of a Pokemon while you're on the call and then have it repeat back to you what you're looking at.
What's the tech stack you're going to be using today?
Basically, base stuff, React, Bun, Tailing. Oh no, it's not a front-end stuff. So Hono on the back end, and we will try some agents with Compose also.
He actually builds a ton of agents. So we're gonna actually use agents to orchestrate the different Pokemon information. I'm pretty confident we got something good. Technically, I think they can pull it off. I just am really curious to see how deep they can get, how good the knowledge can be, and kind of how much vibes they can bring to it beyond just being reciting some stuff about Pokemon.
Yeah, so over here, we're handling the message. Yeah, getting the voice prompt in there.
Okay. Which model we're going to use here is the OpenAI. Yeah.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It even set the temperature low, I guess. It's trying to be right. Yeah. That makes sense.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
My name is Sherm Newsom.
I'm Jack.
What's your team name?
Oh, Wolverine.
Yeah.
Team Wolverine.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
all right.
And we're building an application called Who's Right, or a hotline called Who's Right. It's going to decide who's right. Debate. Yes. Yeah, sure. Debate.
We're using Node on the back end. We're still deciding on the user interface, but probably React. So Twilio makes it really, really easy. I think if there's anything that we would struggle with is deciding on what exactly user interface we would do, because the tool is great.
The app that they're building is a really interesting and kind of fun app. I think if it's presented in a very like silly way, it's going to be incredible.
I think the first component that we should set up is obviously Twilio. It's getting a number in, trying to connect the call, connect to ConversationRelay to set up the STT and the TTS. Yeah, we'll probably need a NoSQL database to just store the conversations.
Yeah.
But that could probably be a stretch goal.
Okay.
Maybe after we're done with the other components, we can then save all the results to Mongo.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Avi.
I'm Divyanshu Patnaik. Our team name is Team API-tite. Yeah, when he told me about this chance to work together again and just build something in 4 hours, I was pretty excited. So what we want to build is a conversational voice first interface. It's a hotline for essentially talking to a friend and asking for recommendations to what kind of food you want to have and what type of cuisine you like. You just talk to someone, get restaurants in your locality, walk there, have fun.
On the front end, we're using ShadCN UI. We're just going with that. We want like a very basic dashboard. It's not essential to the product, but we want it to be there so that someone can look up their past conversations.
Google Maps is another API we are incorporating to get all the places around you. We might struggle with Google Maps API because the more we look into it, the more weird quirks we find through it, and we just hope it works out in the end.
So you two decided to play on hard mode today.
Definitely, yeah. We like it that way.
Anytime you open up the Google APIs, they are notoriously challenging to work with. So I think that they are building something that I want. I think that they've got a pretty steep hill to climb to get it where they want to be.
It's completing the loop, which is awesome because Twilio is right at the start of it and at the end of it.
But this is a good place to start.
Yeah.
I think we're good to go.
So like the voice number, conversation relay, and then the relay has a webhook handler. Do you have that already set up?
Yeah. This is already.
Yeah, so then the webhook basically could funnel messaging.
So I figure if we do a web interface, we'll have like another directory there that'll have like probably the TanStack app that'll be the web interface for it.
Okay.
Because I got to get it in TanStack somewhere in here.
No worries.
That's my latest thing.
I'm curious about it as well.
Oh yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Less than a minute left on your plans. The biggest thing is it sounds like this is a new tool for everybody. I think there's a lot of little things when you're walking into a new tool that are hard to account for. And so I think that's probably the biggest question mark here, is to see how they account for and handle those little unexpected tripping points that'll come up along the way. Oh, that's the end of planning. Everybody hands in the air. Stop touching those keyboards. How's everybody feel? You two sweating? No, you're feeling good? Everybody's feeling great. I love the confidence. We're starting off strong. So, everybody got a plan? All right, you've got 4 hours. Your 4 hours to build starts right now. Good luck, y'all.
But it should also tell you how to go there. At least it should tell you the time.
That I will.
Or the mode of transit.
To Water Street, Brooklyn. Yeah, it's doing a walk thing. Well, it's 25-minute walk. But it is also a 15-minute transit.
But we should also specify that on the front end. Like this is 24 minutes away or something like that.
But also I specifically said I don't want to walk. So I need to fix that.
Okay.
Call it. Try it. Call.
Jigglypuff, please.
Lori says cheetah, and Jack says opponent.
Got it. Thinking through the best answer now. Jigglypuff is a normal fairy Pokemon that uses its soothing voice to put opponents to sleep.
That's good.
Using those types will give...
It's
Nice. Oh, Grok, really? All right, here we go. It's a secret sauce.
And yeah, what are you working on right now?
I'm working on the aspect of getting multiple questions asked at a time and then join them together to get a response.
Got it. How are you handling that?
Right now, I've been playing with the loop, but I may just store it in memory based off session ID.
Nice. Cool. Anything that surprised you so far?
To be honest, the setup was super clean, and that was actually, like right out of the box. Like, oh wow, now we have a number. It's actually connecting this. That is actually really cool, really clean.
Nice. Hey guys, how's it going so far?
Quite
Pretty
well.
good.
It's got a basic setup in right now. We're taking in all the metrics that we need to send it to Google Maps. We're fortunate enough to know that we should be researching about what the limits on Google Maps API is. So we were able to decide to go to a different direction because the limits are basically useless.
Yeah.
And he's working on the RCS end of things.
Yeah, the RCS is going pretty well. I can get the messages on my phone.
Nice.
Here's a screen grab of my phone.
Cool. Are you regretting your choice of using the Google APIs yet?
No, we're not, because it does give us some sort of an entry point into looking into the reviews. It's just that we can't decide which reviews to look at, or we can't summarize those reviews. But Google itself is doing that and giving us a response.
Got it.
So that basically solves our problem here, but it's probably not a great idea for a large scale project, I think.
Yeah. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Good. Yeah. What component are you working on right now that you building?
We build the base stuff that is like call and do the answer in the conversation.
Yeah, so I'm doing call persistence, so it knows I'm Dougie when I call, so it says sup Dougie, like welcome back. And then it's gonna say that in the SQLite database. So that's basically what we have so far.
We are using a provider that is very fast, so the answer is right away.
So you found an AI provider with low latency?
Yeah, so it's like really right away.
Nice. What provider are you using?
Yeah, we are using Grok with Q.
Anything surprising?
Honestly, other than looking at the logs, I'm not really Twilio's is working. So I'm looking forward to doing the SMS stuff because then I'll get to do a bit more Twilio interactions. But yeah, the setup was pretty quick and seamless.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
Hey there.
Can you check. Hello, can I have pizza?
You cannot have pizza.
Something broke.
Hello, check. Wait, what? It's not working for me either. Oops.
You remember my name?
Are you alive? Hello, check.
Call him.
Let's figure it out.
You need to check if something's wrong with Twilio, right?
It's working.
We're working.
Yeah, it's just slow. It's just slightly slow.
So I think it's coming back up. There's something probably messed up here.
We have the idea is you call the phone number, but then you can send a message of a Pokemon.
Yeah.
To the same number.
Okay.
To the same number.
What I'm seeing here is that the WhatsApp number is different from my number here.
What do you mean? Yes. Okay, that is true. So the other thing I'll say is you can receive messages without a problem. Yeah. So you don't need to do any configuration. You'll receive a text to that number. If you want to send back from Twilio, that's when you have to configure things and do RCS or something like that. So if you're just trying to get a picture in and do something with it, you don't need to configure anything. You can just send an MMS to that number.
But how, we send a message and what thing?
Well, it affects the phone. It affects the phone call, right?
Yeah. So it'd be the same phone call, same phone number we're having a phone call with.
Yeah.
And they get the message, and then we can react to that while we're on the call.
Yes.
So the stretch goal is we're going to make a UI.
Oh, sick.
I found some Figma screens.
Oh, that's dope.
So it can know what Pokemon you asked about previously.
I love that. So you already got your core done.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so now it's just polish.
I've already done that stretch goal. I already have a UI.
Ooh. You already have a UI?
Yeah. All right. This was Jack last time. I was sweating trying to get to the timeline. Jack's up doing some stretches, grabbing a coffee. I think he had time for a nap.
That's what AI does, baby. It's all the AI. Hey, I'm not saying I don't know how to go and change the voice on this, but for the people playing at home.
Yeah.
How do I change the voice on this?
So what I would suggest doing is just go ahead and Google Twilio Conversation Relay picking the voice.
Oh, okay.
And then it'll list all the voices. You can hear them in advance.
So let me Google that for you.
Yes, let me Google that for you. But
Okay.
I'm telling you what to Google and what page, and I'll show you on the page.
I
Like
see, okay.
I can't like mimic all the voices,
Okay.
and I don't have them all memorized yet. Yet.
Yet.
I'll get there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all?
Hey.
How's it going over here?
Yeah, man. I'm working on the game variant.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
let's
So
talk it through.
let's ask this question: who has more YouTube subscribers? Jack says Jack Harrington, and Jason says Jason Linksdorf.
Well, I already know the answer.
Let's find out. Let's see. What? Okay.
Nobody is right.
Bojack asserting what? That's an obvious error.
I'm working on the aspect of sending text messages to get an answer. Right now, I'm just trying to get a correct number.
Okay.
But once that's figured out, then it'll do exactly the same thing, but via text message.
Yeah. So we'll be totally multimodal. We'll have voice, we'll have text message,
And you'll have
and
a
you'll have
web
a
UI.
web UI.
So you got the voice is already working.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Voice has been working for a while.
You got the gamified version on the voice?
No. I know.
Where's that?
you
Where's that? See, here's what I want, Jack. I want all of
wanted-
these to be linked together. You talked a really big game to then not come and go ambitious with
Dude, you know what? Usability, DX is UX is everything.
How you doing?
Pretty good. I think we've got almost everything we wanted.
Yeah, we're just trying to merge the code, and there are some
Yeah, like we've got
conflicts that we have to
RCS
resolve.
working there, we've got the core structure working there, we're just blending the two now to get the results on text over RCS, but I've got
Okay.
a dashboard here that
So I see you've got like results.
I've got the results,
Okay.
the front end.
Okay, and
And
then you're
We
actually
have
getting the real data.
communication stuff is done, Google Maps API stuff.
So this is
You
just
just have
for
to
like,
merge stuff in.
sort of a
So really
database.
the last bit here is just getting what the live data that you're pulling just has to populate this.
Yeah,
Yeah, like this has to go to RCS.
it's kind of a mix of both.
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
So
kind
that
of,
is why the
yeah.
conflicts are like.
Yeah,
Oh, I see. You're,
huge
you're
that it
trying
goes
a bi-directional merge.
yeah,
Good.
kind
Good.
of.
You look like you've been working hard. What are we doing right now?
We got our thing working like pretty quickly.
Okay.
So we've been adding like stretch goal stuff. So like I'm actually going to add a Pokédex UI. So you can
Nice,
actually
okay.
log all the Pokemon you've been asking for and then have like a list of it. So I ended up finding Figma. Just going to go ahead and just lift and shift that one as fast as possible, which
Nice.
hopefully it gets done in the next 30 minutes.
Cool. And what are you on?
Yeah, so we are doing the agentic process right now. Now you can hold the call. You can say like, oh, hold the call. I will send a photo of a Pokemon for you. And then you can send the photo and get the answer back. And the agent keep holding this stuff for you. And, and then we have this integration between like message and phone call from Twilio.
So what's left between you and getting to that demo?
Oh, it's already working. In fact, we're just adjusting the.
You're just tweaking. it.
Yeah.
Tweaking knobs at this point.
Wait.
There was some information. Jack is right.
Dude, nice. Nice.
Now we have voice.
Multimodal.
Yeah.
Everything.
Okay, I think I got it.
What happens?
Go to a part where we are sending the SMS.
How do I know that?
Blast off.
Usually. Good work, everybody. If this looks like fun and you want to try it out for yourself, we've got a hackathon going right now. Head over to this URL, learn the rules, and join in. I cannot wait to see the demos. And y'all are closest, so why don't you jump on up?
Yeah, so we built the Pokédex call center using the Twilio ConversationRelay. We also got the SMS stuff in there as well, and we'll show that in a sec. And then I also got Authy, so I did get a front end as well, which I was super proud of. Looks like this. And the idea is you could essentially chat with the call center and ask about a Pokemon. So we use OpenAI's 4.0 What we end up getting to? Was it 4.0?
4.0, yeah.
Yeah. And then I think we also use GPT-OSS as
with
well.
Grok.
With Grok, yeah, for the provider.
So basically, you can call to the call center, and the agent will try to answer you in a more natural way as possible. But if you ask to hold to check a photo, you can hold and then send a photo to the message to the agent. So it's a voice and a message integration at the same time.
Welcome to the Pokedex call center. May I have your name, please?
Oh, my name is Pedro.
Nice to meet you, Pedro.
Can you check a Pokemon photo for me?
Sure. Could you send me the photo so I can check it?
And so now you're going into your text messages?
So yeah. Okay.
Got your Pokemon photo. Give me a moment to identify it. And that's a fun Pokemon to discuss. Thinking? Sure thing. Pikachu is the Pokemon in the photo, known for its bright yellow fur and electric powers.
Yeah. So I'll say one other thing that was pretty cool. So we did put a database, a SQLite database, so we can actually save messages. And this is how I'm basically getting previous Pokemon. So shout out to Jigglypuff. Then we had like average call time, just extra stuff that the model threw in there.
So did that call, is that call going to show up in this UI?
It will show up on his, but this is me.
Oh, because you're running separate.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
so I'll show mine.
Yeah, because he's
Hey, Dougie. Great to hear from you again.
Yeah, so
Pokemon
if you
is
missed that, it said B Dougie. So it actually knows my name based on my phone number.
Let me think about that Pokemon for you.
Wait, hold on, stop. And I actually added stop interactions. Can you check out Bulbasaur?
I have so much to tell you about that one. Sure thing. Here's Bulbasaur at a glance. Type: Grass Poison. Evolution: Ivysaur at level 16, and Venusaur at level 32.
So I should see a Bulbasaur. Well, it had my Charizards that was before. I promise you Bulbasaur will show up eventually. But anyway, demos, right?
Okay.
Yeah. I noticed that it's like responding with something right away and then it waits. So how do you guys handle those interstitials or getting it to response right away?
Yeah, to get a fast answer, the main solution was to use Grok, because Grok is an open source provider that is fast in inference. So we are using GPT-OS 20B, that is very fast. And we are also answer right away with a relay. So when we receive the message, right away we will answer something like, oh, I will think, or a bunch of random thinking message to get a sense of the agent is doing something. And then like asynchronously, we are doing the inference with Grok. So this create the feeling that the agent is really answering very fast.
Nice. So can you talk a little bit about how you actually implemented all this?
Yes, with AI. Any more questions? As ChatGPT, basically a scaffold, essentially like a bunch of workflows to identify like what we should build first. So this is the more expansive one. I had a simple one that we started with and got like the basic design of like the architecture we did. So we did come in prepared with like what boxes should be aware and how the data would flow. And that helped a ton because like we were ready to go like within the first 10 minutes of getting calls.
We have this Twilio routes. So basically it's forwarding message to different routes here. We need to do some cleanups to avoid the agent talking like asterisk, slash, and something like that. So this is the trick part. We have a very simple AI service right here that is just a virtual AI SDK and all routing to have a structure output with Grok. For the message stuff, we have the stream process, so it's not waiting to get the text and answer, but answer as the stream is coming. This is the endpoint to the call part, so we have the Twilio voice that we need to pass and direct the message, and also the Twilio messaging. And also we are doing AI analysis in the first message to see how to answer. Because Grok is pretty fast, so we can do that and don't have any delay.
Good.
Amazing.
Yeah. We never worked together before, but I think what was good, you had all the templates, like the prettier, the ESLint. I didn't even know there was a front-end folder when we started. So I like the way he writes code, and I think I might continue doing it that way.
We've built something that we've been wanting to build ourselves for a while now, which is basically a phone agent that can help you find out restaurants and cafes based on what sort of cuisine you want, and within a certain walking or transit radius from the very specific location that you're at.
Hey there, I can help you find a great restaurant. Just tell me what type of food you want, where you are, and your budget.
I'm looking for pepperoni pizza near Jupiter Next in Portland.
Got it. Do you want to walk or take transit? And how long? Also, what's your budget?
I can walk for 20 minutes,
Great. What's your budget for the pizza?
maybe $30 per person.
Perfect. Let me find some pepperoni pizza places near Jupiter in Portland, within a 20-minute walk for $30.
So it logs a bunch of
Number one,
things,
Demos a pizza with a 4.5
makes a call to the
rating.
Google Maps API.
Men's Walk, which has pepperoni, pizza. Pizzas,
If you
wine
scroll
and
up,
beer
you
in
can
an
also see
easygoing locale that also has an outdoor
some of the
dining
analyzed
area with picnic
restaurants.
tables.
Nice.
And the best part about this is that you also get an RCS message with the same URL.
this
You
is
can
the-
click on it, and it opens up the same dashboard on your phone.
So the way that this just worked is you took in the question and then you hit the Google Places API?
Yeah, we hit a bunch of Google Maps API. Specifically, we first used the geocoding API to get the latitude and longitude for this. So I specified Jupiter. It looks for the latitude, longitude, looks at the geocode. Then hits the Google distance matrix API to look at how far we can walk, and then it looks for the bunch of restaurants in that area using Google Places API. We're using Fast API, and a lot of our time was spent in just prompt engineering and creating the system prompt, which is pretty large, and we had to find the right trade-off between the latency of the response and the size of the system prompt. We were using GPT-5 Nano, and surprisingly it was very slow. The latency was like 8 seconds per response, which did not make it sound conversational. So we had to use GPT-4o Mini, but no complaints there. It works fine. We have a few defined rules, and we had to iterate on this a few times to just make the LLM understand what we are looking for. It works well because even if you remember, it asked me about the budget. I did not answer directly. I just passed on limited information. It still asked me to repeat the budget, which was missed out previously. So it's iterative. It looks for at least 3 sets of information. It looks for budget, it looks for cuisine, it looks for the location. If it has at least these 3 parameters, it makes a Google Maps API call.
And because we're using a database in a single call, your context is still retained in memory. So if it's like telling you about these 3 places, you're like, you know what? Instead of 20-minute walk, I actually want to do 30-minute transit, and I don't want to walk. So it's going to stop looking at the walking ones, and with the same preferences as before, it's going to start looking for restaurants that are in a larger radius because now you're willing to take the bus for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I think the planning phase where we spent 30 minutes just figuring out the components and dividing the work, that was pretty well done. We managed to divide the stuff pretty well, and we knew what we were working on. So the last 30 minutes was just integrating our code, making sure things work well. And I think planning was really well done, which eventually showed in the final product.
So we're Team Wolverine
Yes, sir.
because we are here to end fights, right?
Exactly.
Other people start them, we end them.
Welcome to Who's Right. Please describe your question or debate, then tell me what each person said.
All right. So let's try. Who's the fastest animal? Jack says it's a cheetah. Lori says it's a duck.
Please provide the next person's answer, or say done when you are finished.
Done.
Based on the question about the fastest animal, both Jacks are right. The cheetah is indeed the fastest land animal, capable of reaching speeds up to 60 to 70 miles per hour.
Fantastic.
Thanks for calling Who's Right.
All right. So obviously you didn't get the text transcription 100% right on that one, but we do have another variant which is on SMS.
Yes.
We actually have 3 different variants of this.
Anybody want a question they need to debate?
Who's the GOAT? Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
Okay. Oh, there you go. Awesome. Oh, jeez. Okay. It triggered our wife logic, which is to say that if it thinks that someone in this equation is a wife, and I'm not sure who that is, then the wife is automatically correct. We're trying to resolve fights, remember?
Yeah. And she always wins. So.
And she always wins, exactly. All right, and then one last one, the web UI. Which is a higher ranked movie? Highlander or Highlander 2? So I'm gonna go with me as Highlander 2 and my wife says Highlander. And so in this variant, it becomes a game. And it works or not works. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, so yes, Highlander 2 is definitely a better movie than Highlander, and my wife wins a point. And so as you add more people into the game, you can play a game of who's right and who's wrong, and get points for that. So.
Jack's position lacks factual support.
Indeed true, for those who have seen Highlander 2. So this is all really based off the boilerplate that we were given that we kind of worked off of. So we process the WebSocket requests coming in, get the messages from Twilio, and then send that to our AI response handler, which is the engine that we then share between the applications. It has the ability to set up sessions, manage the context of each session as we go. For the SMS stuff, we use the incoming phone number as the session ID, and then we just strongly hacked a prompt together based on, actually, we also used Claude, or we also used AI as a starting point to kind of work through the whole architecture of it. Actually quite good, read through all the documentation for Twilio and was really excellent on that. And definitely, you can see the hacking of the wife rules and all of that. And so basically we have two sets of AI requests, one to go and analyze the incoming requests, and then another to do the judging of the responses, and if it's a wife response, and if it's, come up with some absurd response to, be kind of funny around that.
To make sure the wife is right.
Make sure the wife is right in a funny way. And I think we started off, built something, got it going, and then we continued and layered on top of that, which I thought was a really, pretty effective plan to, get a bunch of things working.
Yeah, it was pretty easy to set up Twilio. Even the orchestration I did, or all the things with AI, they integrated pretty well.
I don't think I've ever built anything with voice. So probably the first project I've done anything voice AI. So probably try more things around that.
Yeah, we split very well the tasks also, so we could really work in parallel without getting conflicts. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good for us to catch on to the issues that would happen with the Google Maps API. So we didn't invest too much time doing what was not possible.
I would say getting started with Twilio was pretty easy because Twilio was very easy to set up. We had a lot of components, a lot of moving pieces, figuring it out. Just gelling all of that together was the most challenging part, but each of those individual components were pretty well documented, worked pretty well. It's pretty surprising that you can build so much in 4 hours, but I think if you have the right setup, the right tools, you can do whatever you want.
I'm gonna say what went well is we are able to plan out perfectly and use that plan to implement other facets of the application, as far as a UI, text, and a phone call.
Yeah.
So the plan went really well.
Yeah. I'm really excited about the Twilio APIs, I gotta say. Yeah, I've been using a lot of the voice stuff lately. And I gotta say, this is one of the cleanest APIs that I've used, for sure. Yeah.
I was impressed that every team used multiple communication channels. They all had integrated not just the voice, which was the challenge. We had people sending pictures of MMS, we had people interacting with RCS, we had other SMS stuff. No one just settled for the one communication channel. They all saw the power of using a bunch of them together, and it really used multiple Twilio APIs. I was pretty surprised by that. I didn't expect that coming in.
The big concern I had was that as you start stepping into a new piece of technology, there's all the, you just haven't had a chance to check the doors and corners yet. And so you find stumbling blocks, you find, the latency issues, or you figure out that when you're trying to register a phone number that you have to go through these regulatory processes that you're gonna eat your whole 4 hours if you're not paying attention. And I think we saw all the teams kind of hit those walls as they were going on.
I think every team used at least 2 and one team used 3 Twilio APIs, so that was pretty cool to see.
You know what I think that means? I think it's time to call this one a wrap.
I see what you did there.
If you're enjoying this content, you want to see more like it, please consider becoming a Code TV supporter. For as little as $5 a month, you get access to episodes early, and you help us make more content like this. Head to this link and learn more.
I'm impressed that you guys can get good footage out of something like this. People just clacking on keyboards. Exciting. Exciting. So good.
I'm B. Dougie, and I like to party.
So I'm Jason Langsdorf, and I like to party.
All right, give me one more clap.
All right, double. Oh, what a disappointing first clap that was. Jeez, it's like I forgot where my hands go.